This is me, rock climbing in one of the most difficult alpine areas in all of Utah. My partner Jack recruited me at 1 a.m. the night before.
It was 2 a.m. when he left. He calls me at 8 a.m. and he shows me he's on the side of a cliff.
But what he didn't tell me was the top of the mountain was covered in ice and snow.
It's snowing.
Also, I might have been hungover. So take this video as an example of what not to do. Hey guys, it's Lincoln, and today I'm going to be showing you how I stay safe during free soloing. And since you probably don't know me, I'm a YouTuber who does extreme challenges, so maybe I shouldn't give people advice on how to stay safe. This is by no means a tutorial, it's just my personal experience. But despite that, there is one thing I'm really good at. I'm excited. And then there's my partner Jack, who's good at everything from skiing to climbing, even though he's from Florida.
Oh, hey guys. Today, we're on Big Cottonwood.
This is us free soloing the standard ridge, just to give you an idea of how confident he is on rock.
Let's go.
Pretty sick, right? Now let's get back to the main storyline.
So there I am with Lincoln. We're just chilling on the porch, just drinking and smoking, getting f***ing wasted. Suddenly he gets a call and he just disappears. I ask him, I'm like, bro, where are you? And he's like, I'm going climbing. It was 2 a.m. when he left, and then he calls me at 8 a.m. and I'm like, where are you, bro? And he shows me he's on the side of a cliff. I'm like, what are you, Batman?
So Jack calls me and randomly asks me if I want to do Lone Peak, which is one of the coolest but hardest objectives. So I just went home, got like 5 hours of sleep. I'm usually the one dragging people out of bed to come climb with me, so I figured that it was only fair to Jack. So unfortunately for us, we didn't even start the hike until 9:45.
Let's go.
And the hike was definitely not a joke. Over 5,000 feet of vertical elevation gain across 15 miles. We were pretty zapped. Or at least I was.
We're almost there. It's 2 p.m. The night's still young.
By the time we got close to the base of the mountain, it was already close to 1 p.m. But it helped that we saw these awesome antelope. For the average climber, the hike is the worst part. But the worst part when we went was the snow.
You can see it perfectly.
In hindsight, we should have been more worried about the snow probably, but we kind of just took it with a grain of salt. But it did make scrambling and traversing much more difficult, and we didn't exactly have that much time to spare.
Oh, it's clearing. I must have been an angel by my side.
A boulder fell on Jack's foot, and he had to take a couple minutes to recover. At this point, I was getting pretty worried. But he was fine, so I started up the first 5-9 pitch at a bright and early 3:30 p.m.
Yeah, climbing now.
We only had 2.5 hours until sunset. This was the time to execute, to move quickly, efficiently, and get to the top as fast as possible. Unfortunately, that's the exact opposite of what I did, and I completely fumbled and got lost a bunch of times.
Oh, hell no!
With only around an hour and a half of sunlight left, I told Jack that I was thinking about bailing.
What do you think?
I say we sprint up this thing.
I'll lead up until we get to the crux of triple overhang.
But we were honestly in too deep. Going down would be almost as hard as just going up, so we decided to finish it. And when I accepted the fact it was going to be dark, I accepted the fact that clouds weren't going to go away. That's when I started having fun.
Those birds are gonna fuck you, bro. Till they dive bomb you. Are you going to? I go left or right? Is this the last pitch? Nice. Gear? You have all the gear?
Now that I'd caught Jack, it was my turn to start leading. And this was the crux of the whole route, the triple overhang. On the side of a cliff with no ledge, dangling like a Christmas ornament. I'll just let you listen to this conversation.
Okay.
Do you want me to climb this? I'm perfectly fine climbing this.
No. It's snowing! Alright, we gotta go. Bro, that's so sketch. Stop. Okay.
It was time to man up and do what I had to do.
Triple overhang. Let's go.
So foggy, dude.
And I made it through the crux. And then, when I was right above, I took this video. And that sun was the most incredible sight that I've ever seen in my life. And right when we thought the route was over, there was 50 more feet of climbing. The problem was, it was completely covered in ice and snow. And none of the cams that we brought would work as protection to fit inside the crack because it was filled with ice.
You did it. You made it.
This is me celebrating not knowing what's to come.
Made it to the top.
Jack then led 50 feet of sketchy, slippery, terrible ice
Let's go.
to get us to the top. He honestly saved us.
I can see everything in the world.
And even though getting off the summit was still slippery and sketchy, we made it down alive. We ended up getting back at the car at 12:30, making this a 15-hour day. 15 miles, 5.5K elevation gain. As you can see by how much snow is here, we clearly should not have done this, so don't take our example. With that being said, I hope this inspires you to do something crazy that you want to do, and I hope you subscribe. Goodbye.